Welcome to the channel, my friends. Using the power of data science to better understand the world around us, this is what you'll see in this video. I'll be taking some tweets related to the Pfizer COVID vaccination and show you sentiment analysis, which will tell you on what people are thinking about these vaccinations, topic detection, which will give you an insight into what people actually discuss about these vaccinations, and news impact analysis to see if any news has got impact on what people tweet around this subject. So let's get started, my friends. But before that, do not forget to subscribe the channel and smash that like button. When we speak about sentiment, generally it is quite subjective. Some people are sentimental about something while others are not. But data science can help to objectively measure the sentiment. And one of the algorithms which does this very well is called PFIZER. It's not the Star Wars bad guy, but PFIZER stands for Valence Aware Dictionary and Sentiment Reasoner. Now that's quite a mouthful, but let me explain you this by an example. So PFIZER will look into the text and it will classify into either neutral, negative or positive sentiment. If the text is a fact, in that case it will be classified as a neutral sentiment. If the text has got words which convey something negative, for example, unfortunately, in that case it will be classified as a negative sentiment. But if the text conveys something positive, including smileys and emojis, it will be classified as a positive sentiment. Here are the results of PFIZER applied to the Pfizer tweets. Now we have the sentiments classified as negative, neutral and positive. And let us see some examples of tweets with negative sentiments. So for example, you have deaths after a vaccine, fake vaccine, or horrendous, little bit worrisome. So these are all classified as tweets with negative sentiments. If you look at tweets with neutral sentiments, so mostly they correspond to the facts. For example, authorizes vaccine for emergency use, COVID-19, or a fact sheet for healthcare providers administering vaccine. And then you have tweets which are classified as positive sentiments. So for example, feeling extremely grateful and lucky. An optimistic, great success story, thank you for getting this approved. So as you can see that this is a great way to understand what people are tweeting and what is the sentiment about the tweets. Now here are some statistics related to the tweets. So the tweets which are used in this video, they correspond to the period from the 12th of December 2020 to the 25th of January 2021. And as you can see that most of the tweets are with the neutral sentiment, followed by the positive tweets and then the negative tweets. So this means that most of the people who are tweeting are just communicating some news or facts. And looking at this data, we can say that we are still in a very early stages to make any conclusions regarding the vaccination results. Data science algorithms can also measure the intensity of the sentiment. So in this graph, each dot is a tweet. And on the x-axis, you see the intensity of the sentiment. So the intensity are between -1 and 1. And if the intensity is close to -1, then it is a tweet with negative sentiment with a very high intensity. All the tweets which are near 0 are tweets with neutral sentiment. And all the tweets which are close to +1 are tweets with positive sentiment with a very high intensity. Now when I hover over these tweets, you will see the tweet text at the bottom. So let us take some examples. So for example, if I take this one, so that's a tweet with a negative sentiment with an intensity of -0.6. And it's about Alaska medicos suffer severe allergic reaction after the jab. Now let's move more left to find tweets with an higher negative sentiments and higher intensity. So for example, if I take this one, it is about tragedy, another life taken after corporate greed and evil pharmaceutical companies. So that's a pretty nasty tweet. Okay, so let's change the mood and now move towards the positive tweets. So for example, if I take this one, it says welcome flexibility. So that's quite a positive tweet. And if we move further right, we will see tweets which are more and more positive with higher positive intensity. So for example, positive, so thankful today to protect my family, friends and future patients. So it's a tweet with positive sentiment with a very high positive intensity. So as you can see that the sentiment analysis is a very powerful way to understand the feeling of people around this subject. Alright, let's move to the next subject of topic detection, which is a very interesting application of data science. It helps you find the topics of discussions in these tweets. And here is the result of a topic detection algorithm applied to the PFIZER tweets. The algorithm has identified 7 topics which are represented here as bubbles. Now when I hover over this topic, I see a list of words commonly used in this topic. So this helps me to understand what the topic is about. So if I take the topic 1, I see the words such as first, today, got, received. So this topic is about the experience when you receive the vaccination for the first time. Now some of the tweets which fall under this topic are New York nurse gets the first shot of coronavirus vaccine, received the first dose of Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine today and proud to be a biomedical worker. Now let's move to the topic 6, which is at the completely opposite end. And here we see words like death, Iran. So this topic is related to the COVID situation in Iran. So let us look at some of the tweets in this topic, such as coronavirus Iran reports almost about 6,000 new cases. Iran records almost about 6,000 daily confirmed cases. So it's all about the COVID situation in Iran. So as you can see, that topic detection is a very powerful way, and you can really get a sense of what people are actually discussing in these tweets. Let us move to the news impact analysis. So news, whether it is fake news or true news, it impacts the public opinion a lot. So let's see if there is any relation between the news and the public sentiment expressed in these tweets. So here is a line chart of number of tweets with negative sentiments by date. On the x-axis, we have dates between the 12th of December 2020 and the 25th of January 2021. And on the y-axis, you have the number of tweets with negative sentiments. And as you can see that there is a peak of negative tweets on the 8th of Jan. So what exactly happened on the 8th of Jan? So looking at the news, we see that on the 8th of Jan, the Food and the Drug Authority, they alerted the labs that the genetic variants of COVID can lead to false negative results, which means that the labs should expect some false results even if very accurate COVID tests are used. So such a news leads to confusion and validity of test results, and thus we see a surge of negative tweets. So this technique of understanding the relation between news and public sentiment is quite useful and has got many applications. It is also used in financial markets to predict any stock price movements based on news and public sentiments. So hope you have liked the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below.